Hello guys, and welcome back to the video. It's been a little while since I got a video out, but look what we got. Look what we have here in the yard. We have the 550 with the 8-ton. This thing doesn't make an appearance here very often, you guys know that. During peak season, like, this thing is gone all the time. But I'm actually driving this thing today. I haven't driven this truck and this load yeah, I'm gonna say since like May or June, I think. I'm pretty sure. So today we got to do some more shifting and running around and inconvenience because I need this machine on my property to do some work. So I got to get the guys geared up with the other machine, and of course my 2020 can't haul this machine. So I need to bring this over there, grab the 4-ton, and then get them this. It's a pain in the butt. We got to do something about that. You guys know where I'm going with that. But anyway, I'm so used to driving the 2020 with that 10 speed and the updated engine. Man, that thing is a beast. Like, it just hauls butt. It doesn't care what's behind it at all. This thing, you know, it is detuned. These things are detuned. So, and it's the old 6-speed. Anyway, I've got the cold air intake on it. I've got the Derringer in it. So it helps it a bit, but it's not like that truck up there for sure. So I'm gonna see, you know, how this truck does hauling my 4-ton coming up, you know, some of those big hills and stuff compared to my 2020. 2020, you just drop it down in 8th gear. It doesn't even care how steep the hill is, it just goes. This will be a different story. But, you know, we gotta fill our logbooks and all that sort of stuff. And then we're gonna hit the road and get back in familiar with this thing. All right, so I've been driving for about 15 minutes now. And I gotta tell you, I absolutely love driving. I actually love towing with this truck and towing heavy. You know, I've got the Derringer there. I'm monitoring all my temperatures and everything. Just with the suspension on this thing, plus the airbags back there, it's just so stable to tow with. Like, I can tow 30,000 pounds in this truck and feel safer than towing 15,000 pounds in either one of my 350 single rear wheel. Like, absolutely, this thing is so stable. It's such a joy to haul with. The only downfall is that it is underpowered. I mean, going out of my 2020 and getting into this, now I know I'm towing 30,000 pounds here, but going out of this, I mean, out of my 2020 and getting into this, I'll definitely be able to show you guys more once I hook up to the 4-ton, because you'll see how much less power it has. But you know what? There's ways around that, and I am working at making that happen. So, you know, these things are detuned. It's not that easy to throw a lot more power at them, or even just bring them up to, you know, where they should be. Basically, you need a new fuel pump, you need a new turbo, and you need some tuning. That's gonna cost some bucks, but this thing has been so rock solid, and I want to keep this truck for a long time. It would just be so nice to have that extra power, even to get it up to, you know, like 450, 1050 torque, something like that would make such a huge difference compared to what it is right now. It does good. I mean, you see, I'm doing a little small grade right now, and it did slow down like a little bit there, but it's doing pretty good. This truck has like 60,000 miles on it, and at least 40,000 miles of that have been while towing this load. It's been, honestly, I love this truck, like I do. I wish, yeah, of course I wish I had more power. The other thing is I need to get rid of this seat and get a platinum seat somehow put into this thing. I can't find one right now, but I'm gonna keep looking. More power and a more comfortable seat, this thing would be amazing. But anyway, so when we get to the property, I need to take this excavator off, unload the trailer, and hook up to my flat deck trailer, my bumper pull. Take the bucket off of the 4-ton, put the mulcher on the 4-ton, load the 4-ton on the trailer, and then head on back home for my operator to use tomorrow morning. So, like I said before, it's just a lot of running around because I only have the one truck that could do this. If I had 2 trucks that could haul this load, I would have brought this trailer or my 4-ton back to my yard the other day when I left over at the homestead, and then it would have been in the yard when they brought this machine back yesterday, could have just hooked on to the 4-ton and they were ready to go, and then I could hook on to this and bring this over to the property tomorrow, which I actually plan on coming over and doing some work, because today is just to drop stuff off. So it is just an absolute runaround, and I think we're gonna have to fix that. All right, so here we are. This is actually a really exciting moment for me, to be honest. This is the first time I've had this truck, even this truck, but this truck and this machine at this property. I've had the tractor here, obviously it lives here. I have the 4-ton up there sitting, that's been here quite a bit, but this is the first time I've had this machine at this property, and it's pretty cool. It's, you know, even just driving in the driveway with this load behind me, the first time for that is pretty neat, to be honest. So, you know, it's an absolutely beautiful day here right now. It was not the case yesterday. Yesterday was a really crappy day. I can tell from down below coming in the driveway that there's quite a bit of water laying down there. So what is the 8-ton doing here? So the 8-ton is here. You know, you see all these big stumps that I cut, these big ugly pine trees down. Those all need to be taken out. The 4-ton's not going to touch those at all. There is still a bunch of work down below that I'm going to do. Getting some old dead stuff falling down that I can't reach with the 4-ton. And then I am going to add a bit more area to the pad itself down there for where the cottage is going. We started cleaning out a spot down here the other day. It was there's like 25-30 fallen trees, spruce trees, right in this clump. And we went in there thinking, you know, there was only 3 or 4 trees down, and once we got the first 3 or 4 trees out of the way, well, then there was a lot more. I got about a load and a half, 2 loads of logs there right now, and there's going to be another probably 3 or 4 loads of logs in there, plus all this brush. Anyway, I mean, there's no shortage of things to do, that's for sure. But yeah, this is the first time for this thing, and I'm really excited to get this down below and then to get this down there and get these stumps ripped out and just get some work done with this machine. I love my 4-ton. It has its own niche, but this is what I need to do what I got to do over here right now. So let's get this unloaded, and then of course we gotta drop the trailer here somewhere, and then go up and hook on to the other trailer, get the 4-ton on, get the mulcher off, you know, all that sort of running around and stuff. But first things first, let's get this bad boy off. I guess that footage didn't work. All right, so we are all loaded up and ready to go. So right now, compared to what we were hauling in the morning with the 8-ton, we're over 10,000 pounds less here with this load. That machine with the mulcher and all that stuff, we're at like between 20,500 and 21,000 pounds. Here we're at like 9,500 plus the mulcher, so we're at about 10.5. Yeah, we're at like 10.5 here with this. You know, 20, 25, 21 something over there with the 8-ton, so half the weight really. And the trailer was 9,000 pounds down there. This trailer is like 3,000 pounds or something. Let me take a look. So our GVWR is 15.4, and we can do 12.1. So the trailer weighs 3,300 pounds. So, you know, we're at 15,000 pounds roughly here, 14.5, 15,000 pounds. And over there, we're at 31. So we're hauling half the load is what we hauled on the way down here. So what's that going to translate to when it hits hills and stuff? The funny thing is that I've hauled my truck, my 2020, on the back of that gooseneck trailer with this truck, and hitting some of the big hills on the way home, it actually didn't have a whole lot more power then than what it does when I'm hauling my excavator there. So it's just like that, between 20 and 30,000 pounds, it definitely makes a difference, but it doesn't make that huge of a difference, which is strange. But hey, you know, it is what it is. But we're ready to head out of here, and once we get home, that's it. Yeah, a lot of runaround. We got to take care of this. I know I keep saying that. Okay, guys, so I've been driving for about 35 minutes right now. And, you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's absolutely nothing like towing with a dually. So this is my first time towing this trailer and this load with anything but a single rear wheel. I've towed it with my 2020, I've towed it with my 19. And, you know, the highways here, we have some pretty good spots where there's ruts in them. And if the trailer catches those ruts, the trailer can start to sway a little bit. You know, not out of control or nothing, but with the single rear wheel, you know, you need to kind of pay more attention to where you're going, what you're doing, you know, all that sort of stuff. But with this dually, man, oh man, oh man, like that trailer, honestly, now people say this crap all the time too. I don't even know what's back there. But the only way that I know that trailer is back there is because the ride is smoother than when this is empty. So we're coming up to a pretty good incline here right now. I'm just gonna see what the truck does. It's been fairly flat ground, some small hills along the way. This is the biggest hill that we've had so far. So as of right now, it is holding in 6th gear, and we're holding our speed, you know, right at around 102, 103. And it looks like it's gonna do it. So I would say my 2020 9th gear may have pulled this hill, but it may have dropped down to 8th. Here in this truck with the 488 gears, it was able to pull it in 6th. So yeah, there's definitely a big difference. You know, I'm towing half the weight than what I was towing with my 8-ton. So there is definitely a big difference in just how this truck performs. You know, towing this load on a daily basis would be an absolute dream in this truck for sure. And my mileage, nowhere near what I get in my 2020. In my 2020, I get like 21 liters per 100 in that truck. In this truck, I'm getting 30, but that is still like 5 or 6 liters per 100 better than what I do when I'm hauling my 8-ton. But anyway, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. Well, all right, guys, that's another one in the books. First time for the 8-ton on the property. I got a young fella here crawling around the ground, checking things out. First time 8-ton on the property, so go over there and run that tomorrow. I'll get some footage of that for you guys for sure. Yeah, some things are finally happening over there. We're almost ready to pour some concrete, so that's pretty cool. But hey, you know, this thing just keeps going. I love using this truck, and using this truck just makes me want another dually more and more and more. It makes more sense. Hey, Bauer, no, don't scratch Daddy's truck. Bauer. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. So until next time, take care, stay safe, we'll see you then. Bye.